fancy label. I'm not wild about this glue. I like the other stuff better. It reeks. Wakes you up, puts you to sleep. Time to glue the countertop together. I've got it flipped over. And the problem is when you flip it, that part usually goes there and that part usually goes there. You gotta flip it and you gotta make a piece of wood the same size as the backsplash so it sits square, and I hope I got it right. Who knows? Nobody appreciates it anyways. I make these apartments so nice and I go into them 6 months a year later. And we're talking good tenants. We're not tenants of trash places. I don't rent to those people. I haven't rented to them in years. Like the neighbors across the street. Wait till the landlord goes in there and sees what that dump looks like. Anyhow, I go into the tenant's apartments. I just went into the one next door. The guy's been there 2 or 3 years. His lamp fell off the ceiling. And it's just dingy, slime on the sink, and just blah, splatter behind the wall where he throws the trash into the container, and it just hits the wall and splashes, and door handle is loose and it's black around the door handles. I've been to people's houses, it's the same thing. People don't know how to take care of their stuff. Painful as a landlord. I do such a good job. Try to be conscientious. Yeah. I just cleaned up the neighborhood again. Somebody's recycling bin. Oops. Someone's recycling bin. Blew over, blew down, blew away, or whatever. Recyclables are flying around the neighborhood. It's windy today. So, can you see what I'm doing over there? Well, if you don't pick it up, no one else is going to do it. So I didn't even make a video. I made enough of a commotion yesterday at the park. Ooh, get over that 2x4. You just got to do it. You got to babysit your neighbors. You got to babysit the neighborhood. I've called the police officer 3 times regarding the pit bull attack. I want to discuss the report that she made and why the owner, the dog, hasn't been seized. Pretty strict rules I've been reading about it. I don't know why this is just dragging on. Anyways, I called her. She's nice. I saw her at the recreation show. I left a message on her voicemail yesterday, and I leave my phone number clear and concise. When I leave a message, there's no misunderstandings. No, because I don't really think this is going very well. My grandmother or my mother used to say, don't f-fump when you talk. Spit it out. Make it clear and concise and easy to understand. So many people leave us messages. The cell phones garble. One day I'll play the answering machine. I'll play the answering machine for you. You can listen to how people leave their messages. My greeting says, leave your phone number first and a brief message. That way, if I have to replay it, I don't have to listen to your garbled gobbledygook. And some people listen, they hear it, and they leave their phone number first. That way, if I want to replay the message to catch the phone number, I listen to the whole message over again. Anyhow, she hasn't called me back. Called her twice yesterday, left a message on her voicemail, and left a message with the dispatcher. And I just don't understand. I want to follow up. See what's cooking with this. It's annoying. Rave. I called on a couple of I texted people on El Camino's 65. But I can't show it to you. I got pictures of it on my phone, on my camera, but can't show you what I'm using to record. A 65 in San Diego. Remember cereal marshmallows? Anyways, there's a 65. It's not his. It's a 65 faded blue. Looks like an older repaint. Just plain Jane. And it's got a rebuilt 427 and a Muncie M22 rock crusher, which only came close ratio. And it's a racing transmission meant for power shifting and rocketing off the line. And it's not my idea of a street car, but anyway, this guy wants $9,500. It seems pretty reasonable for what it is. If you go to San Diego Craigslist, just type in 1965 El Camino, E-L space C-A-M-I-N-O, El Camino. You'll see it. It's a beautiful blue. It has nice big pictures. I was just looking. Hope I got it lined up properly. I guess it's lined up in the front. Whoops. Better wipe it on my pants. There we go. That's a good boy. Then there's one in Texas. Grand Saline, Texas. Grand Saline sounds like salty Texas. Probably some salt mines there. It's near a friend of mine that does car repairs. And I suppose if I wanted him to go look at it, he would, but it's a little too far gone. It's been sitting in a field for 15 years, rusting away. And you want to talk about patina. There's almost no patina, it's just orange. But it's got factory air conditioning. It's got a 350 now, goes in the garbage. Probably seized. But I really want a factory air conditioned El Camino. I really would like to get air conditioning, or aftermarket air conditioning, but I could put an aftermarket low consumption air compressor on it. I'm going to put on my Fitch Sprint if I ever get to restore it. Too many projects, too many toys, and I keep looking at more. Then somebody sent me a link to a 1997 BMW 325 TDS. Yep. Turbo diesel. It's for sale in Germany. It'll be shipped to Halifax, Nova Scotia. $10,000. Dark blue, but it's not all-wheel drive, and it is a diesel. Yep. Glad it. Interesting. It's on Canadian Craigslist, maybe? I don't know. eBay. I mean, it's not Craigslist, it's eBay. eBay.ca. It's there. 1997, 325 was it? 323, 322, I don't remember. Mrs. CW said, no more diesel. Since when do I listen to her? Who knows if I have this properly lined? Gotta wait for it to dry overnight, and I'm gonna put a piece of wood across here, screw the piece of wood in to triple reinforce it, because you're lifting the whole thing up and a lot of lever effect, and I don't want to bust it right there, so I'll put a piece of wood from there to there with some short screws so I don't go through. Yeah, lots of stuff to look at. Junk 64 El Camino with air, a 65 with a 427 with Hurst cheater redline slicks in the back and pie plates in the front, one pie plate. And a turbo diesel BMW 5-speed with cloth seats. You never see cloth seats in this market. That's only European spec, Euro spec, in Germany. At the very last, I read tons of blurb, lots of stuff that he wrote about the car. And at the very, very, very end, at the bottom, it says, I and the car are in Germany. Deutschland. Maybe I'll go there and get some mustard and drive the BMW around. Let's see what Mrs. CW has to say about that. Looking good. Due to the relatively narrow field of view of the lens, all you're seeing is beige and a white wall and white cabinets. It doesn't really show up well on the screen of the camera. What I'm doing now is I'm rubbing it at the back to see how my alignment is. See, it catches a bit. Can't get my hand in there. I just wonder, maybe I'll peel off the glue. This glue doesn't stick as well as the other stuff. The other stuff was friggin' deadly. Some of it dropped on my driveway once and it just stayed there for 2 or 3 years. Through winter, summer. See? Go this way. Skids over. I gotta lower the right side. Yep, I gotta lower the right side. Yep, gotta lower the right side a bit. Just gotta loosen it and tap it. Hope it doesn't fall down. Tricky job to get it just right, as if anybody really cares except me. And you. I appreciate it.